Sometimes people come to the prophet, the woman of God, there is this person I'm dating, and I want to know what the mind of God is. Child of God, you need to know the mind of God before you date the person. You don't need to date the person to know the mind of God. Before you even agree to be in a relationship with a person, you must know the mind of God before you set in. You must hear the voice of God or an indication. It can be, you see, we are all prophetic. We all need to be prophetic. We need to desire to be prophetic. You may not be a prophet, but you can be prophetic. It can be through the word of God. It can be a confirmation. It can be through your dreams. It can be through your spiritual perceptivity. It can be through your discerning of spirit. Somewhere, somehow, you need to hear the voice of God. And so, you don't come to the prophet and say, I want to know the mind of God when you're already sleeping with a person. That's an error. In a way, you don't need to know the mind of God. You want to hold God responsible if he fails. It is not because you want to know the mind of God. You want to hold God responsible. That the prophet said that this marriage will work. That is not, you don't want to know the mind of God. You want to hold God responsible for your mistakes. Bible says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? And so when we mess up the foundation, that we want to splash the name of God on it, that God said he's my husband. The prophet told me that he's my husband. You just want to splash the name of God on it so that you don't take responsibility for your actions. If you want to know the mind of God concerning an issue, stand in a place of holiness. You have no mind of your own. And so you have an open mind that, look, I'm in love with this young lady, but whatever God says, I will stick by it. My heart is yearning towards this young man, but I will stick to the plan of God and hear his voice and make sure that there is peace in my heart. And mostly, when we are requesting that we want to know the mind of God, it's because there is no peace in our heart. It is because there is a question mark on it. It is because you know deep within that you are not supposed to be where you are.